Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State has launched a new security outfit to address worsening insecurity. At the launch in Oka on Saturday, Mr. Soludo explained that the new security outfit, Agune Chamber, would complement the efforts of the federal security operatives, mainly the police. The governor also signed the Anambra State Homeland Security Bill 2025 into law, establishing the Agune Chamber as a vigilante group in the state. The governor also announced a reward of up to 5 million naira for whistleblowers who provide information that will aid the arrest of kidnappers or armed robbers or the discovery of their hideouts in the state. The governor disclosed that the new security initiative will involve the deployment of 2,000 personnel from various security agencies, including the police, the Nigerian Army, the Navy, the State Security Service, and the NSCDC. He said the state government had procured 200 patrol vehicles which will be deployed to help the operatives in covering all parts of the state. This operation is designed to tackle the rising insecurity in Anambra, including kidnapping, armed robbery, cultism, drug epidemic, criminal idolatry, land grabbing, touting, and other violent crimes, he said. So, sir, this is Governor Charles Soludo with this initiative. What was your take on it, sir?
Well, to me, like I've always said it, and it's very unfortunate that I have to say that in my capacity, in terms of training and exposure, that Nigeria is a theater of absurdities. We joke too much here. And the most painful thing is that we joke with lives. Lives don't matter here. I'm sure you heard of the tragic incident that took the life of a high-profile foreigner recently on a stretch of this East-West road. That road could be completed within months, looking at the capacity of the company, RCC, that is handling it. But it's all a game of continuation in another fashion of the Civil War of 1967. And it's very sad. Now, you know the organogram of the security structure in this country is perpendicular order. You still have Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. That is the president. Everything rises and stops on this table. That is why I have indicated that the rising insecurity that is bedeviling the country today is on the table of the president. If the president, by his body language, gives order, you know, some time ago, something very funny happened at the Senate. Oshomole said that they have carried out a kind of investigation and found that top security blasts in this country, money given to them to procure equipment to combat particularly the foreign terrorists, are being diverted to building schools, among other things. And Oshomole said, look, we are now hit by food crisis. The root of this thing is that if we can stem this insecurity and our farmers return to farms, that it will be a solution to this food crisis. And he said, colleagues, I'm going to move a motion. Let's support it, that we are going to carry out our function, which is called oversight function. That means that they will have to monitor the security outfit, particularly their heads, when money is released. If this money is released to be used to buy modern AK-47, you must use it for that. And when you bring them, we will also monitor that you use this thing to combat and fight these terrorists who are foreign invaders. Do you know that bill was shut down? Akpabio pretended as if he was under some auditory illusion, as if he didn't hear well. He turned back to say, colleagues, please, this is the motion moved by Oshomole. He explained and also told his colleagues that the motion has been seconded. Can we take a vote on it? The motion was shut down, which by implication, and I insist, the insecurity in the country is being fed on by individuals, inclusive of our representatives. Because these people are the legislature, who are supposed to be our representative, that should be able to check the activities of the executive. Because the security brass are appointed by the executive. The reason why they have to do a check by approval is for our interest. So that if you have somebody that you think have bad record or is incompetent, this the legislature is supposed to check all that. But nothing like that is happening. Check our roads. Look at what the police are doing. Majority of our brothers and sisters that belong to security forces have turned themselves into practically what I call, or prefer to call, government-approved armed robbers. If you use, I'm sure, likely, for me, since my car was stolen, I have a very clear view of what is happening on the road on a daily basis. Okay. It's so sad. Why is there no state police? The reason why there is no state police is because they are afraid that if this security outfit falls into a hand of a particular governor that is going to use it to hunt possible opponents, is that what will serve the purpose of the society or your particular selfish interest? So you begin to wonder what is driving these our leaders. And that's why sometimes I prefer to call them majority criminal minded, self-imposed political opportunists in the name of leaders. Because if you analyze it in the perspective of global status of who a leader is, most of these people are just political charlatans. They are no leaders. So why can't we? National Assembly is there. They have the power and they can approve. Look, let me tell you. You had Omutekon in the West. This Omutekon that is set up. Yes. That body came into force as a necessity, self-preservation. Because when these terrorists were now coming into the East and killing, they had no alternative. They did not even respect that there is no state police. They had to form this thing because the first rule of life is self-preservation. If we become aware now that our life is insecure here, you will be shocked at what you do if there's a CCTV camera. 5 minutes thereafter and you are not told that, it was a game, plank. Do you understand? Yes. You will understand how bad it is when there is insecurity. So to me, if you notice in this organogram set up now, they are moving other members of the security outfit to join. Yes. The reason is to move them systematically from that perpendicular, because like we are here, we are under a division. Okay. If this building is being threatened and people ask the security is calling until the DPO gives approval, no policeman will come here. That is how the structure is. And it is still following that colonial setting. So what I want is that the National Assembly, because this enforced back, people have clamored and called for it. They should consider approving setting up a state police. You don't, because of your selfish interests, and then allow that everybody in the community can be killed just to protect your own selfish interests. No. There is need for state police, because one of the advantages of state police is that, like you are from a community. Oh, yeah. Even if you have been away from home for some time, you'll be shocked when you get home at the young people who will call you by your name. Oh. And you ask them, please, who are you? Don't be offended. Yeah. And they will tell you in a manner that will convince you that they know you. That is how it is. Okay. We know people within our environment squarely. When you bring in someone from Sokoto to this place, he is a novice. He is so familiar with the terrain. He doesn't know anywhere. So he will be acting up and down for some time unless he gives cooperation. That is why these bandits that are taking part of the note, you will hear Army now is trying to accuse the locals that they are supporting this. When life is threatened and they call for safety and the Army, Air Force, Navy cannot do anything, only when they come, they are going to kill the people.
Okay, so in your opinion, this is a laudable approach to security? Of
course. And it should be supported. The federal government should support it, should give it all it takes. Because these locals that are being recruited, they know where these people are. Okay. And we should take them up. And Soludo should not feel otherwise about it. He can contact Peter Obi. Peter Obi was there before. Oh. And it was on record when Peter Obi was there that Anambra State was the most peaceful state. There was a particular kidnapper that was in Anambra that was sent back and he had to relocate to Lagos. Oh. Yes. So what did you do? You can share security ideas and he can tell you these are the things, yes, good enough you have set up this, but these are the things you have to do. Because even if, no matter how fantastic or good a security outfit is, if the people are not ready to cooperate with you, you will suffer a setback. So that is it. You should reach out, get more ideas, and then move on. Because without peace, you can't make progress.